Hey guys, we have free online textbook. Just click the link on the description below and you can access our vocabulary list, exercises, and listen to Japanese people speaking Japanese words and sentences to help you learn Japanese fast and easily. It's free! Hello guys! Welcome to Lesson 28 Grammar Explanation. Make sure to watch the Lesson 28 vocabulary video so that you will understand the words that we will use for today's lesson. So, let's get started. レイさんはどうやって日本語を勉強しますか？
私はアニメを見ながら日本語を勉強します。
どうしてアニメを見ますか？
アニメは話も面白いし、音楽も素敵だし、それに日本語の勉強もできますから。
いいですね。So, our topics for today are the verb nagara verb. Verb teimasu, nani nani shi, sore de, and nani nani toki plus particle. Grammar point number 1, verb nagara verb. So, this sentence pattern is used or indicates that someone performing an action indicated by the verb 1 is simultaneously or at the same time doing another or separate action indicated by the verb 2. So in other words, doing two things or two actions at the same time. So let's read the example number 1. Ongaku wo kiki nagara shokoji shimasu. Ongaku wo kiki nagara shokoji shimasu. So the verb 1 is ongaku wo kikimasu, to listen to music. So to form this sentence pattern, just remove the mas of all the verbs or any verbs. Just remove mas and add nagara. So from kikimasu to kiki and nagara. While listening to music, shokoji shimasu. Shokoji shimasu means to have a meal. So while listening to music, I'm also eating. And example sentence number 2. Hataraki nagara nihongo o benkyou shite imasu. Hataraki nagara nihongo o benkyou shite imasu. So this example sentence number 2. Hataraki nagara from the verb hatarakimasu, to work. Nagara, while working. And the second verb is nihongo o benkyou shite imasu. So the verb is in teimasu, means currently doing. Verb teimasu. Benkyou shite imasu. Studying. Now, these two verbs doesn't need to happen at the same time. Just like the example number 1. At this moment, at the same time, while listening to the music, I am eating. And this example number 2, the first verb is hataraki nagara, while working. So, the verb hatarakimasu, to work. So, for example, from Monday to Friday, you are working. So while working, on Saturdays and Sunday, I am also studying. Nihongo o benkyou shite imasu. Or for example, in the morning, I'm working, and in the evening, I'm studying. So they are both continuous action. And remember, they don't need to happen at the same time. So for another example, let's say you are walking, and while walking, you are singing a song. So, while walking, the verb is arokimasu. So, aroki plus nagara. Aroki nagara, and the singing a song is uta o utatte imasu. From the verb uta o utaimasu, to sing a song. So, aroki nagara, uta o utatte imasu. So, singing a song while walking. So, remember that the verb 2 is your main action. And the verb 1 is simultaneously happening, and the verb 2 is your main action. Grammar point number 2, verb teimasu. So we've already learned that the verb teimasu is indicating what someone is doing now, or the present tense, currently doing. For example, tabeteimasu from the verb tabemasu. Tabemasu means to eat, and tabeteimasu is eating. So currently doing. And this pattern also, the verb teimasu, can also be used to indicate a habitual behavior. Habitual behavior. It means doing something over and over again. So such a behavior taking place in the past is indicated by verb teimashita. So let's read example number 3. Mai asa joggingをしています。毎朝ジョギングをしています。From the verb ジョギングをします to go jogging. So ジョギングをしています。If the verb is in teimas, it means that currently doing. But this also means that always doing. For example, joggingをしています always jogging. And indicated by the time 毎朝 every morning ジョギングをしています。I always go jogging every morning. So it's a habitual behavior. Example number 4. 子供の時、毎晩8時に寝ていました。毎晩8時に寝ていました。So 子供の時. On our previous lesson, the toki pattern. So 子供 is a noun. Plus toki, we will use the particle no. Noun no toki. So, kodomo no toki, when I was a child. So, it's in the past. Maibang every night, hachiji ni. So, particle ni for the time. Hachiji ni. Nete imashita. So, the habit is sleeping at 8 o'clock every night. So, nete imas from the verb nemas, to sleep. Nete imas. And it's in the past, so nete imashita. So this means that his habit before, when he was a child, is sleeping at 8 o'clock every night. Hachiji ni nete imashita. Grammar point number 3. Nani nani shi, nani nani shi. So the she pattern is used when mentioning two or more similar things, one after the other, about the topic. In example number 5, the things mentioned are similar because they are all accomplishments or complements about the topic or about something. So example number 5, bansang wa piano mo hikeru shi, uta mo utaeru shi, dansu mo dekimasu. So let's start from bansang wa piano mo hikeru shi. From the verb hikimasu, piano o hikimasu, to play a piano. So, and the potential verb is hikemasu, hikeru. Piano mo hikeru, can play piano. So this sentence pattern uses the particle mo. Piano mo hikeru shi. So if you remember that the particle mo means also. So he can also play piano, he can also sing a song, and he can also dance. Okay, so the particle mo is used. Piano mo hikeru shi, uta mo utaeru shi, dansu mo dekimasu. The second verb is from the verb uta o utaimasu, to sing a song. The potential form is utaemasu, and the plain form is utaeru. So remember, when using the she pattern, use the plain form of adjectives, plain form of verbs, and plain form of nouns before she. So you cannot use the mas plus she. So piano mo hikeru shi. Hikeru is the plain form of hikemasu. Hikeru shi, uta mo utaeru shi, dansu mo dekimasu. So let's look at another example. Example number 6. So since the sentence pattern expresses the speaker's desire to mention more than just one thing, so mentioning two or more similar things about the noun or about the topic. Now the mo is also often used. And sureni can also be used to make this meaning even clearer, as in example number 6. So we can add the word sureni. It means that and also or in addition. So Tanaka-san wa majime dashi, Chugoku go mo jouzu dashi, sore ni, and also in addition to that, keiken mo arimasu. So in this kind of sentences, the particles of the object are often replaced with the particle mo, because the first object For example, he can do this and he can also do this and he can also do this. So the word also, we can use the particle mo. Chugokugo mo jouzu dashi. So this is from the sentence Chugokugo ga jouzu desu. Good in speaking Chinese. And the other verb, keiken ga arimasu, has an experience. So keiken mo arimasu. He can speak Chinese and also he has an experience. So use the particle mo. So the first part of this sentence is Tanaka-san wa majime dashi. This is from the sentence Tanaka-san wa majime desu. So na adjective, the plain form of na adjective from des to da. Majime da plus shi. Majime dashi. Chugokugo mo jouzu desu. From des to da. Jouzu dashi. Sore ni keiken mo arimasu. So Mr. Tanaka is majime, serious. He can also speak Chinese and also he has an experience. So mentioning two or more similar things about the topic, and they are all accomplishments. Now the sentence pattern can also be used when the she part gives the reason for what follows. So you can also use the she pattern. You can express the reasons why doing this verb. So example number 7, Koko wa nedan mo yasui shi, sakana mo atarashi shi, yoku tabe ni kimasu. So just like we learned earlier that she is mentioning two or more things or similar things about the topic, and they are all accomplishments. And that also applies to this sentence. So, koko wa, this place. Nedan mo yasui shi. So, good things or similar things about the topic. The topic is koko wa, this place. Nedan mo yasui shi, has cheap prices. Sakana mo atarashi shi, the fish is fresh. That's why. So, these are the reasons. And this also has a meaning of there are other reasons too, but just mentioning these two, these are some reasons why yoku tabe ni kimasu, why I often come here to eat. So aside from the good price, aside from the fresh fish, there are also some other reasons. And next, in this case, the conclusion may be omitted if it is obvious, leaving only the reason. So, for example, number 8, this is based on the previous sentence. Doshite kono misi e kurun desu ka? So, once again, we've already learned the desu ka, asking more detailed information. Someone wants to confirm something. Why? Doshite, why? Kono misi e, to this shop or restaurant. Kurun desu ka? Why do you come to this restaurant? So he answered, Koko wa, this place is. Nedan mo yasui shi, sakana mo atarashi shi. And the next part of this sentence is the verb, yoku tabe ni kimasu, or kimasu. But it is obvious because the question is asking why. Why do you come here often? So when stating the reason, the conclusion may be omitted. So just state the reason. Another example, the final shi can be replaced by kara in its because sense. So to make it clearer, or to be more clear that you are stating reasons, the final shi can be replaced with kara. So if you remember that kara means because. So just like in this example number 9, Doshite Nihon no anime ga suki nan desu ka? Doshite Nihon no anime ga suki nan desu ka? So suki is a na adjective. So plus n desu ka, you will use the na. Suki na n desu ka? He answered, Hanashi mo omoshiroi shi, ongaku mo suteki desu kara. It's because the stories are interesting shi. And 音楽も素敵ですから the music も also 音楽も the music is also beautiful 素敵 so or I like the music because the music is good 話も面白いし音楽も素敵ですから so the answer uses the she and から so she once again mentioning two or more similar things or there are more other reasons but just mentioning two or more so the story is good I like the music so just like saying because I like the story is good and I like the music and other things I like some other things about anime like I can learn Japanese or I can learn cultures about Japan. Grammar point number 4 sorede. Sorede indicates that what is about to be said follows from what has just been said. So just like adding more information or more support sentence about what someone has just said before. So for example, number 10, 将来小説家になりたいです。将来小説家になりたいです。So 将来 means in the future. 小説家 novelist になりたいです。So this is a noun になります to become a noun. So the noun is 小説家 a novelist particle に and the verb なります and なりたい I want to become. So 小説家になりたい I want to become a 小説家なりたいです。それで that's why and so 今はアルバイトをしながら while doing part-time job from the verb アルバイトをします to do part-time アルバイトをしながら while doing part-time job 小説を書いています I am writing a novel 小説を書いています I am writing a 小説 so adding それでmeans that adding more support to what you have mentioned or said before. So example sentence number 11. ここはコーヒーも美味しいし、食事もできるし、それで人気があるんですね。So the first person said, so maybe they have a conversation and someone said, ここはコーヒーも美味しいし、食事もできるし maybe they are talking about why this restaurant has a lot of customers or why they came to this restaurant and someone said oh this place has good coffee and 食事もできるし you can also eat here then the other person said それで人気があるんですね so or that's why 人気があります means famous or popular. 人気があります means popular. 人気があります。人気があるんですね。Once again, the んです can also mean giving reasons why. So that's why それでん So that's why it is popular ですね。Isn't it? Grammar point number 5. 何々時 plus particle. Since the toki explained in lesson 23 is a noun, it can be used with a particle appended to it. So, a toki, remember the noun no toki or the verb ru toki and the adjective toki in lesson 23. Toki is a noun, so you can attach particles to it. So, example number 12. 勉強するときは音楽を聴きません So 勉強する means to study plus 時 when I study so it becomes a noun 勉強するとき particle は So once again if you use the particle は you can focus on this noun or the subject the word before は is the subject of the sentence 勉強するとき So in this time, 勉強するときは音楽を聴きません。I don't listen to music. Example number 13. 疲れたときや寂しいとき、よく田舎の青い空を思い出す。So, 疲れたとき、this is the verb たとき。When I'm tired. や、寂しいとき。寂しい means lonely. とき、lonely times. So, when I'm tired or lonely, if you remember the ya particle, mentioning two or more things, just like in English, etc. So, 疲れたときや、寂しいとき or other times. So 疲れたときや寂しいとき when I'm tired, when I'm lonely, or sometimes よく田舎の青い空を思い出す。よく means often. 田舎の so 田舎 means hometown. 田舎の青い空。青い空 青い means blue and 空 is sky. Particle o for the verb 思い出します。思い出します means to remember. I remember the 青い空, the blue skies. 田舎の青い空, the blue skies of my hometown. So that's all for this lesson, guys. Make sure to visit manabutextbook.com for you to access more example sentences and exercises for today's lesson. We also included lecture videos to make it easier for you to understand the contents of our online textbook. 皆さん、今日のレッスンはいかがでしたか? I hope you learned a lot in today's lesson. If you have questions, you can leave a comment below, and also you can follow me on my Instagram account. Please subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our future lessons. Dewa, mata ne. Bye bye.